Previously on One Life to Live.
We all have to cooperate here, unless you want to die.
So you trust him again, huh?
He and Natalie are just friends, just like you and me.
You're not Vicky. You're Nikki Smith.
Jessica thinks that I pushed him.
What?
What are Ben's odds of surviving this?
Both of you.
Todd, what is the matter with you?
Don't antagonize him.
Have you completely lost your mind?
Yeah, cool it.
You won't shoot me.
You sure might shoot me, so let's not tempt fate, okay? Guy's loony. Stay put. I'm gonna take care of this.
How are you going to take care of this, Ross? He has a gun. And you're right. He might shoot you. In fact, he will shoot you.
With that in mind, I hope to see you later.
Ross!
Jen.
Hey,
Excuse me, can I have a large coffee, light and sweet, please?
I'm just waiting here for Christian, then we're gonna take off.
Oh, really? Where are you guys going?
Why do you ask?
No reason. Look, we could talk about the weather if you prefer. Jen, look, I hope you understand. I've finally gotten it through my thick skull that you and Christian are the real deal. And I'm pretty happy that you and I can be friends unless you've changed your mind about that too.
Okay, Christian reserved this boat, and we're gonna have a picnic on the river and watch the fireworks.
Wow, that sounds great.
If he ever gets here, it's so late. I'm getting a little bit worried.
About what?
Well, I mean, they're not gonna reserve the boat forever.
Are you sure that's the only thing that's bothering you?
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, maybe in the back of your head, you're kind of worried that he's with Natalie again.
This was no accident. Somebody pushed Ben out of that window with considerable force.
Are you sure?
Natalie, I'm glad you're here.
So what are you saying?
Ben landed on his back. You see all the damage to that window up there? Trajectory of the fall, he landed quite some distance from the house. The scatter pattern of all this glass around here covers quite a wide area. I don't think Ben stumbled.
So you think someone gave him a good shot, huh?
That's the theory that we're working with right now, and that makes this a criminal investigation. I think it's time we bring the DA in on this, okay? Call Hank Gannon's office, bring him up to speed on everything that happened, and tell him that I asked for him to come down here.
Yes, sir.
So, now that this is looking like attempted murder, or worse, if Ben doesn't pull through, then is there anything that you would like to add to what you've already told me? Natalie?
Thanks for staying with me this whole time.
It's no big deal.
Yes, it is a very big deal. You can take off at any time.
I'm fine. I'll stay.
You hardly know Ben.
I know you. I mean, you're my sister.
Well, yeah, and you only just met me. Look, I have to be here, Rex, for my mom. You know,
And someone has to be here for you. I'll stay if it's okay with you.
Of course it's okay. Thank you.
You like Dr. Davidson a lot, huh?
He's great. He's just made my mom so happy. I mean, he's been with her through a lot of rough times, you know, and he's incredible. I mean, he's almost like a real dad to me.
I never even knew my father. Jess, I really hope Dr. Davidson recovers from the accident.
Yeah. It wasn't an accident.
Whoa. You still think Natalie pushed him? I thought you just said that because, you know, you were upset back at the house.
Rex, think about it. There is no way that Ben could just fall through a window. No way.
Yeah, but Natalie, you don't really think she pushed him, do you?
Natalie was the only one there. Other than Ben, Natalie was the only one in the room.
Man, you are some hunk. You know what, Benj? I am really, really, really sorry that I have to do this. Except that you don't really give me a choice, do you? Because if you wake up, you're going to tell everybody I'm Nicky Smith. Not to mention that little matter of me trying to kill you. See, the only way I can be free is to do it right this time. Otherwise, they're going to put me away, or, God forbid, bring back the Bull or Victoria. So long, Benj. You know what? If there's anything to that life after death stuff, you got a real cushy spot reserved for you.
One more step, Rayburn.
You want to shoot me? Go ahead.
I think I won't.
Then do it. Pull the trigger. Yeah, bang, bang. It's okay, Taya. You ever hear of World War II? This bunker is from way back then. So's the rifle.
Whoa! Look who didn't sleep through history class. Good for you.
So what? So that rifle's been sitting here in the sea air for at least 60 years. Figured it wouldn't work, and I was right. Nice place, huh, Taya? Lots of, atmosphere.
That Christian's with Natalie, not a bit.
Good.
I mean, how could he be? He made all the arrangements for the boat. He told me to wait here for him. I mean, he must have just had something come up or something.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
And anyway, I'm over all that. You know, Natalie is no threat to me and Christian.
She's not.
No, she never was. Christian and I talked about it, and I was silly to be worried about it. He loves me. Only me.
Well, you'd be a fool not to. You know, I am really happy for you guys. It's just...
What?
Well, I don't think that Natalie is really getting the message here.
Well, then that's her problem. If you fall for somebody who's in love with somebody else, too bad. That's your problem. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay. You know, the old Al would have really freaked out about something like that, but here I am, the new and improved Al. And, you know, I'm really happy for you and Christian. I am. I just hope that Natalie doesn't try to cause any more trouble for you guys.
She won't.
Well,
she can't.
Good. Great, then.
And look at us. I mean, we're good friends like we used to be, right? So Natalie and Christian can be friends, too.
Yeah, sure, I guess so.
I'm gonna go get my picnic order.
Hello, dear.
Mom.
Yes, it would appear to be, wouldn't it? On my way over here, I was thinking,
let's not bother with this coffee shop fare. Let's treat ourselves to a real meal. Something, with white tablecloths and rude waiters, the whole works.
Here's fine, actually.
It'd be a lot finer at the Palace.
No, thanks.
Oh, you know what? It's a holiday out. Come on. And I, for one, want to celebrate my independence from the hamburger.
I said no.
Yes, you certainly did, didn't you?
Look, Mom, maybe we can just, I don't know, put this whole mother-son dinner thing off till next week. Looks like I might have other plans tonight.
Natalie, I think you already told the commissioner everything you know.
If that's true, then she can tell me.
Hey, partner.
And that was fast, Hank. Did the officer fill you in on all the details?
Yeah, you did. Christian? Natalie?
We're just asking Natalie here a few questions.
Yeah, but I want to get her to the hospital so she can see her stepdad.
Well, we heard Bo talking, so that's when we came out.
Natalie, I understand that you were in the house at the time of Ben's fall. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
Look, I already told the commissioner everything that I remember.
Well, I understand that, Natalie. But now you can tell me.
Okay. I was in Ben and Vicky's room after Ben fell.
Because you heard a noise, you said.
Right.
What about earlier?
Earlier?
Mm-hmm. Someone saw you standing in the window before Ben fell. Why were you in the room then?
I wasn't. I told you. I was sleeping.
So what you're saying is that the person who claims to have seen you is lying?
Or mistaken.
Are you sure?
Don't you think I would remember if I was in there or not?
Yes, Natalie, I do. Now, why are we asking her all these questions?
Because I'm going to ask everybody questions. I'm going to keep asking them until I find out how Ben fell out of that window.
All right, well, you can stop. Because I know who really pushed Dr. Davidson out the window.
8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi.
Vicky?
Mom, could you do me a really huge favor and go now?
I'm going to do you a really huge favor, and I'm not going anywhere.
Hello, Miss Medina.
Oh, hello. How are you doing? I'm so excited about tonight because I'm going to spend some time with my handsome son. We're going to go and have dinner. If there's time, a movie, and then, of course, fireworks.
Sounds nice.
It is. It's going to be wonderful. I've had a very trying day. I'm so looking forward to spending some time with you.
Yeah, Mom, do you think maybe you have the days mixed up?
Oh, you meant a different 4th of July, did you?
Maybe Christian just forgot he was supposed to meet me here.
Well, maybe he forgot about the whole thing. If he doesn't end up showing up, I'll,
Well, he's gonna show up.
Yeah, no, sure. Of course he's going to show up. But I mean, I was just saying,
You know what I do when there's a misunderstanding like this? What I've always done is that, I go home. Because then the person who might be looking for one will eventually find one at home.
You know what? I don't think that Jen wants to spend her 4th of July.
No, actually, that's a really good idea. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad I could help.
If Christian drops by, could you please just tell him that I went home?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay, see ya.
Okay. Go home? What were you thinking, Mom? What were we trying to do?
What were you trying to do?
How could you not think that Natalie was the one that threw Ben out the window? You went up to my mom's room after he fell, and she was still there.
Yeah, she was, but acting all confused. Natalie didn't even seem to know what she was doing there.
Rex, she knew exactly what she was doing.
Okay, this whole thing has you upset. I get that. But look what you're saying. Natalie tried to kill her stepdad. Why would she do it?
I don't know. I mean, maybe she got into a fight with him. Maybe He caught her stealing again.
Stealing? Why would she steal anything? She's rich.
Why does Natalie do anything she does? You know what? I don't know what goes on in her mind.
Okay, well, I do. And she wouldn't do anything like this. Natalie is one of the sharpest people I know. She always has been.
Rex, smart people can do bad things.
Not like this. I mean, back when we had problems at home, and that was a lot, Natalie could always figure a way out of them. She didn't have to get physical. The Natty I know just
Rex,
wouldn't...
the Natty you know is a little girl.
Okay, that's true, but I'm getting to know her all over again.
Really? How well? Do you really know what the grown-up Natty is willing to do?
I thought you got here after Ben fell.
Yeah, right after.
So are you saying you saw who pushed him?
No. But it's obvious, isn't it? Are we all forgetting who Dr. Davison used to work for? I mean, come on, he was on all the papers. You know, when that lady, what's her name, got killed?
Yeah, Gina Russo.
Right, her.
So you're saying that you think the mob is behind this?
Who else? I mean, he walked out on them, and supposedly they don't like when you do that.
So they tracked them back here.
They've done it before. All they had to do was make sure that no one was home.
But someone was here. Natalie.
Sleeping.
Yeah, come on, how could they have known that?
Well, it's not out of the question.
Are you kidding? It's the only answer that holds up. With all the friends that Dr. Davidson has in Lambview, all the good things he's done, anybody but a hitman would have to be crazy to want to kill him.
If you guys are done with me, I'd like to go see how Ben's doing.
Sure, you can go. But I'll be in touch. I'll have more questions for you. For both of you. So, Bo, are you buying this scenario that the mob is involved? Well, it's unlikely, but I can't rule it out. Yeah. Well, you know, when they are involved, they usually like to let people know that. Sort of as a message to the next guy who tries to cross them. Yeah, but it's the messiness of all of this that bothers me. You know, we're supposed to believe that Ben just tumbled out a window. If this was done by a pro, he'd make sure that Ben didn't survive. Ben would not be in a hospital right now. He'd be in a morgue. All right, so you're not buying that the mob is involved with this? I just think it's unlikely, but maybe Christian's right. Maybe there was somebody else in the house. Any idea? I don't know. Who knows? A disgruntled patient from the clinic, maybe some drunk that Ben threw out of his club. But this whole thing, this was not thought through, Hank. This happened in the heat of the moment. Yeah, well, whoever did it, they're damn lucky. So far, we don't have much. No. But I do know one thing for sure. Natalie isn't telling us everything.
Oh, Ben. How I wish that this were you, and that I were holding you in my arms, that you were well and strong, and that I could hug you and kiss you and never let you go. Oh, Renee. Gracious, I'm so sorry. I must be making a spectacle of myself. How long have you been there?
Long enough to have my heart broken. The nurses say that the hospital's flooded with calls. I mean, people are praying for Ben and for you.
Oh, that's so comforting, isn't it? But prayers may be all that he has left.
I know. Larry told me that it could go either way.
Yeah. Renee, I think it would probably be best if you were to leave.
What?
I mean, you're welcome to stay, but do you really think that this is the place for you right now? I mean, it's going to upset you terribly to see him like this.
My pain is nothing compared to what he's going through, Vicky. I'm right where I should be, with Ben and with you.
But there's nothing that you can do.
Oh, yes, there is. We can comfort him. We can talk to him. He can't hear you. We don't know that, Vicky. They say that when a person is unconscious, they can hear the voice of their loved ones.
Yeah, well, people say all kinds of things they don't believe, you know, when the situation is like dire.
Well, I have to believe that it's true. I have to stay. Ben, I'm here. I wasn't always here for you when you were growing up, but I'm here now and I stay.
Renee, I know that this is so terrible for you. I mean, first you were his good friend, and then you found out you were his mother. No wonder you're so emotional. But if he can hear you, do you really think that this is what he should be hearing? You so upset like this, knowing that he's the cause of it?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not right.
What I really meant to say was that I really think there should only be one person in the room at a time. And I have to beg this of you. I really need to be alone with my husband.
Oh, Vicky. Oh, forgive me. How thoughtless of me.
No, it's all right. It's perfectly all right. I mean, this is a terribly difficult time, isn't it? I think maybe the best thing would be for you to just go home and wait.
You're doing all you can, Larry. It's not good enough. So I'm going to do all I can. I'm going to hire private nurses for my son. Around the clock, morning, noon, and night, 24 hours a day.
No, you can't do that. He doesn't need 24-hour care.
Actually, Vicky, I think it's not a bad idea.
No, it can't do any harm.
Oh, yeah, but he has 24-hour care for me because I'm going to be by his side hour after hour after hour all day long. And as I told Renee, I just want to be alone with my husband. I think that's the best medicine for him.
Vicky, I will hire the quietest nurses in this town. They'll be like wallpaper. Unless there's an emergency, and there could well be.
Vicky, you're going to need rest. You're going to have a break every once in a while.
Like now, for instance. I'm going to run some tests on Ben, and if you don't mind, just I'll wait out here for a few minutes.
And before he is finished, I will have a nurse back here for the first shift.
Ben's care should be in my hands. He's my husband.
And Asa is trying to behave like a father. Let him. It's what we've always wanted. Vicky, I know how hard this is for you. But you can't do this alone. Together we can all make Ben well. That's what we want, isn't it?
Right. Of course, yes.
Good. All right, I'm going to go and help Asa find a nurse. I'll be right back.
Take your time. Oh, man, this is like seriously bad luck. How am I going to finish him off like this?
I'm afraid there's only two people who can tell us exactly what happened. The person that did it and Ben. So right now, the only break that we may get is Ben wakes up.
You do mean when he wakes up?
Yeah, right, when. Officer, as soon as you get this area secured, I want it CSI'd from top to bottom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll also want a copy of Dr. Davidson's appointment list. I want to know who he saw, who he talked to, who he called, what patients he treated.
Right.
Thanks. What?
You know, boy, it is okay for you to worry about Ben.
Well, what's bringing this up?
You? know you're throwing yourself into this case.
Hey, come on, I'm doing my job.
Yeah. And maybe you're just hiding behind it, too.
Hiding from what?
I don't know. Whatever it is you're going through right now. Listen, I went through the same thing when my marriage was falling apart with Sheila. But, boy, you've got to deal with the fact that somebody is out there trying to kill your brother. And that's got to be stirring up all kinds of feelings.
Yeah, and I wish I could tell you what those feelings are exactly right now, but... you know, I never really did get much of a chance to really get to know Ben. You know, been hearing some things about him lately. From Vicky.
Good or bad?
Disturbing. He's got a hair-triggered temper, fits of anger. Vicky's scared. And I was hoping that I'd get a chance to talk to Ben about it. I'm still hoping.
You think that he ended up in intensive care because of his temper?
I know it's possible. Right now, we've got so little to go on that anything is possible.
Well, Bo, I'm sure you'll solve the case. Hey, you're too stubborn not to.
Well, I intend to, Hank. But right now, I've got no motive and very little evidence. And everything that I do have points in one direction.
I don't think coming to the hospital was a very good idea.
Why not?
Because Vicky and everybody else is going to ask the same questions that Bo asked.
Look, Natalie, I don't think you should worry. I really think that Bo agrees it was probably the mob.
I don't. And neither do you, really. You were just saying that to try to get him off my back.
Partly. But I really do think the mob did it.
Thanks. Again.
You know, it's a good thing that you're here. I mean, he's your stepdad and you're worried. So, it's good. Look, why don't you sit? Catch your breath. Relax a little bit. I'll go get something for you to drink.
I can't believe you have the nerve to show your face here.
Todd, where did you find this?
Where do you think?
It was on the boat. Aren't you glad you didn't kidnap your kids now, Todd?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm thrilled that I'll never see my kids ever again. Give me my picture.
Hey, check this out. Japanese must have occupied this island during the war.
Lucky them.
Wait, if this island was occupied during the war, then it must matter.
Well, that war was a long time ago, Taya. Something important then might not be important now. However, this could be important.
Whatever that is, it's mine. This is my place.
Your place.
Yeah, I found it.
Todd, it's a military map.
My military map.
Do you even know how to read a military map?
Do you?
As a matter of fact, yeah.
So do I.
Here, fine. You know, where are we? You know, could you point that out for me on the map there?
Yeah, I know I could, but then you would know.
You don't have a clue.
Okay. I am too tired and too hungry for this. Todd, give Ross the map. Ross, stop lording it over Todd that you know how to read it.
Stop lording.
Well?
Don't say anything. I know what you're doing.
Really? Well, why don't you fill me in? That way we'll both know.
You were trying to make time with Jen.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I couldn't agree with you more. The good idea you had was to put a little distance between the two of you. Now that was a good idea.
Yeah, Mom, it was a good idea right after the wedding collapsed, but some time has passed. We're friends now. That's what we were doing. We're having a friendly conversation.
Yes, apparently Jen believes that. But she doesn't know you the way I do. She doesn't recognize that look in your
Look,
eyes.
Jen and I are just friends, okay? Would you just leave it alone? Leave it at that. Enough.
Good, because that'll save us a lot of time. Now, what were your plans for your friend? Wait until Christian came along and then perhaps eat your heart out while you watched them together?
It didn't look like Christian was going to show up, okay? I was keeping her company. I was being a good friend.
Oh, I see where this is going. You're going to be her good friend if Christian didn't show up by giving her your friendly hand to hold and your friendly shoulder to cry on and your friendly arm
Whoa,
around
hold
her
on a
body.
second. What would you know about what goes on between Jen and I? What would you know about any normal human relationship? You wouldn't. Nothing.
Now, the evidence is slim, but it's there. As far as we know, Natalie was the only other person in the house when Ben fell.
Yeah, right, sleeping. Or so she says.
But we don't have a corroborating witness. But I have more than one witness that reports seeing her standing in their bedroom window before my brother fell, and then again afterwards. The only problem is with this whole Natalie scenario.
What's that?
Motive. We just don't have a motive. It's like everybody else.
What about money?
No, come on. She's got all the money she needs, thanks to Vicky.
Maybe she wanted some more money.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Oh, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to shake down your own mother, but that's what brought Natalie to Lambview in the first place.
It's true.
All right, listen. I know we don't have much of a case here, but we've got enough evidence to bring Natalie in and hold her overnight. Now, once you've got her on your turf, maybe you can get her to say what it is she's holding back.
Maybe.
So, you want a warrant for her arrest?
I came here to see Ben. Why did you do that? To finish what you started? Let go of me! Why did you do it, Natalie? To punish my mom, to hurt me because I lived your life, or what? Oh, I know, maybe because you miss being the center of attention. Is that it? You're crazy. I'm crazy? I saw you, Natalie. I saw you in the window. I explained that. I went into Ben and Vicky's room because I heard noises. No, I'm talking about before Ben fell. What were you doing then? You were the one who said you saw me in there earlier? Yes, I was. Are you sure it was me? Sure enough to tell my Uncle Beau. I don't understand. Okay. You're gonna play confused just like you did with Rex. Don't try it. I know what you did, Natalie, and I'm gonna make sure everyone else knows too.
All right, Jessica, that's enough.
What?
Look, we're all upset here, okay? Let's not start taking it out on each other.
You're taking sides with Natalie?
What sides? Come on, we don't know what happened to Dr. Davidson.
No, you're wrong, Christian. Natalie does. Trust me.
You all right?
I could poison his meds. Nah, it'd be too easy to catch me. I've got to get back in there alone with him.
Now, that's my son in there. Keep an eye on him. Make that both eyes. If you read a magazine or look at the clock, you're fired. You got it?
Yes, Mr. Buchanan.
How the hell did this happen? I mean, who or what would toss Ben out a window?
Now is not the time to worry about that, Asa.
I'm not the one that should be worrying about it. It's the one who shoved him out the window. I'm going to tell you something. He or she better be damn worried, I'll tell you. How is he?
Well, it's not good news, I'm afraid. The test I just ran confirmed the results of the earlier test. The MRI results are the same.
Larry, just like, tell me. Is he going to die or not?
Now you are young. Learn now what it has taken me years to understand. You will never, ever know true love until you are worthy of it.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
I wish you would. I really do wish you would. Because it's quite clear that you're still in love with Jen, and I understand that because the heart doesn't have an on-off switch.
Can we please just drop it?
I wish I could. It's just that it bothers me greatly to see that you still feel as though something may happen with Jen, don't you?
Something is gonna happen, okay? Yes, I still love Jen, and yes, I'm gonna get back with her.
Hey, Christian, it's me. I don't know where you are or why you didn't call me, but there's been an accident. Uncle Ben's here at the hospital. Can you please just come here and meet me? I'm really sorry about the boat ride and the picnic and everything. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Commissioner Buchanan wasn't kidding. Jessica told him that I was the person she saw in the window before Ben was pushed.
Why were you there?
Chris, I don't know. I don't remember even being there. But, I mean, I guess I must have been if everybody says I was, but... I don't know. Chris, do you still believe me that I didn't push Ben out that window, even now that you know that I was in that room?
Look, Natalie, I don't know what happened. But what I do know is that you didn't have anything to do with that.
You're the only one. The only one that believes me.
No, Hank, I'm not going to arrest Natalie.
But you have another suspect?
No other suspect.
Great. So we've got no arrest for the attempted murder of a prominent Lambview doctor. That really ought to make the mayor's day.
I'm sorry, Hank. But Natalie's not the answer. Now, she may be part of the answer, but my gut tells me there's a whole lot more going on here than we know.
Please, I mean, that's my husband lying in there. I have to know what's going to happen to him.
Hey, Vicky, all right. The next 24 hours are critical. Ben's in very serious shape. He may not make it.
But what exactly are the chances of that happening?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I've got to warn you about this, that even if Ben survives, he may not come out of the coma. I mean, he could live and never be able to communicate with any of you ever again.
Oh, this is so horrible. Excuse me. I think I have to go and pray. Pray that he doesn't wake up. Coma forever. I mean, dead would have been better, but hey, I mean, you can't have everything, can you?
You like this place? Not much on charm, but boy, let me tell you, location. Oh, my.
What?
Wow.
What?
What? Come on, what? I know where we are.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Nora is coming with you?
Why, is that a problem?
Well, he fell or was pushed.
Who would push him?
What if I promised to be your friend on the outside?
Is there any chance of anybody finding us?
Will Sky and Jax become business partners? Coming up next on General Hospital. Get ready.
Here at ABC, a new comedy starring Bonnie Hunt is currently in production. As you can see, they have a few kinks to iron out, but Bonnie has assured us she will be ready.
Okay.
Well, sort of.
Oh, am I making it worse? Am I bleeding? No.
Bonnie Hunt stars in Life with Bonnie, coming this fall to ABC.